Let's move on to our next fun one, which is going to sort of make obvious sense. Igniter. Igniter, which tends to be used for vehicles, can be used for all sorts of things. We do have a video out there of using it to do robotic sounds. In this case, we're going to try it for our space shuttle, maybe jumping into hyperspace. So the other great thing, just like with Krotos Studio, let's take a look at this for a second here. One of the things that we can do with Igniter is we can set it up to go into our record track. Set it to input, and then we can pull it up. And we can play with our frequencies and our synth here. We can have our loop going with the electromagnetic here. So we can go here and we can pick different engines. Now, you know, obviously if you're doing a real life car, you're going to want the engine and exhaust from a certain car. But in this case, we can sort of play around a little bit. We could put an engine in both sides, right? See what that's going to sound like. Let's go ahead and just solo the granular side of this. Knock the audio down to there. We got to add our RPM to follow a line there. And you know what? We're going to add our load there. We don't want reality here. We don't want a real vehicle that we're used to. That sounds pretty cool. Let's add a little something to it. Let's take our flange. I think that's going to work really nice. Let's go ahead and reverse this. Let's get our rate to start up high and come down low. Oh, I think this is going to work great. Let's go to our loop section here for a second here. I think if we do something like that. Oh, this is going to work great. Let's go ahead and mess with our synth a little bit. Change our frequencies on our synth to go a little more extreme. We're going to add one last thing here. We're going to take the gains here so that we can sort of ramp this in and ramp this out together. Maybe not quite so steep. Maybe we'll have it go a little more arc-like. So let's give that a try. Let's see how that works out for us. Put this into record so that we can play it along. Here we go. Let's go ahead and record it. I think that works. Take a listen. Cool. While we have this engine sound, let's go back to where our ship first takes off. And I think what I want to do here, we notice the ship kind of disengages and starts going. Could almost do a little Dopplerishness there. Oh, this is going to be perfect. Ready for this one? We're going to ride this one right into orbit. That's going to work great. Actually, I'm going to do a little clip gain editing here on this because we could use just a little different volume as we go into our hyperspace. This is going to work great.